So as of right now, it's the last day of Shamrock and Awe, the event happening in March. We're in April. Of course, they extended it a few more days. When it comes to Captain Butcher, he's going to pack up his bags and the whole collection's going to be gone. So what's going to happen is you can only get the rest of the stuff out of supply drops, I believe. I'm not sure if they fixed it to where you can only unlock it basically with armory credits. Let me test that right now. I'll look at the resistance stuff, and yeah, I can't select it and buy it with armory credits, so unfortunately that's not a thing. You have to get it through supply drops, and only during the event you can pay for it with armory credits. Like right here I can buy. I don't have enough though. But that's kind of dumb, don't you think? Like, you can't buy the specific winter pieces or the resistance pieces that you want with armory credits. And the other thing is, in the Quartermaster, they took away the supply drop that you buy with armory credits. And they said that it was going to be an additional supply drop that they include, but they're not actively including it. You know what I mean? They're getting rid of it every so often and only allowing you to buy these crates with COD points. But they don't update the message of the day ever. Not really. This is just generic, but they probably updated the day number, like this many days left. But in Zombies, you don't see anything about DLC 2. There should be another one here with DLC 2. I've seen it before, but it's not here every time. So just little things that are concerning me, you know, with this, and that's why I'm skeptical when it comes to buying DLC 2. You can see that there's 3 DLC maps for multiplayer, and you know, they look interesting. I mean, one's V2, which is the V2 rocket that you get. It's like a nuke, so probably hear more of the origins of that in that map, maybe, if there's any lore included at all. Probably not. Egypt, which of course we want as a Zombies map eventually. I think that would be cool to investigate that more into Zombies. I think Egypt would be cool. And then Dunkirk, which all these include with the war, you know. It's called the War Machine, but it's part of the overall war of Call of Duty World War II, just those events. I like that they're doing that, but my issue is they don't have a 4th multiplayer map to include because they have a war map, like a war mode map, Operation Husky, and so it takes away from that. But I don't feel like enough people play war mode. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't find it that interesting of a mode. Like, we know the bread and butter mode we want, right? Everyone wants Battle Royale in Call of Duty. I think more and more people are not caring about war mode because we know what we want. And then we're left with the new Zombies experience, the Shadowed Throne, which we've only gotten 2 images of. A close-up of that zombie, which, yeah, he looks cool and all, but doesn't tell us anything. And then you look at the other map, and it, you know, the left side of that castle there looks like Gorod Karavi, where you enter it, and Sophia's up in there. And some people are saying on the right-hand side they can see resemblances of Aachen, the map, the multiplayer map. My question for Zombies is, why are the main teasers for this coming from sources that are, you know, ones that not many people are going to read? The weekly update is where we got our first image, our first actual image of DLC 2. So I don't understand. Most people want trailers, right? They look at YouTube and see this as their marketing scheme. Are they gonna buy it? They're gonna judge it first off a trailer. They need to see a trailer. So it's just a little confusing to me. The direction they're taking, it seems like they're going through a bunch of risky maneuvers, just like IW Zombies had to do. But I don't feel like Call of Duty has to do that. I feel like they're a big enough juggernaut in the community that things should be fine. But that's just not what we're seeing, you know. And the more I play this, more and more I want to get Chrome, but it's like, is that enough to keep me here and keep playing? No. Of the new maps that we're getting, we're getting a war map, which is taking the place of one of our multiplayer maps, and I don't ever play war mode. I play Team Deathmatch and Domination primarily to get my camos, because camos is a big part of this. Camos is a big part of the grind, because that's what pretty much determines what I'm doing in the game. The orders as well. Orders is a great new feature. I love that. And I think Zombies has a lot of room for orders to be great. And that's really what I'm going to be covering with DLC 2. Not so much of the actual Zombies map, not so much of the multiplayer map. Maybe the DLC add-ons that we get, or if they're cool. But on a more real note, for Zombies, that's my bread and butter. I love doing Zombies, and that's what grew this channel, and that's what's going to continue on this channel. But I don't feel like World War II Zombies is where I want to focus a lot of my energy. I'm not having fun with the game mode. I don't feel like Sledgehammer's taking really good care of it. I feel like they're treating it as though it's, you know, it's just a small avenue for money and not a passion project. And what we all want is a passion project, because that's what made Zombies great to begin with, is that it was a passion project. And when it's taken seriously, and especially included in the season pass and seasonal events, if they correspond correctly with Zombies, which we saw here with the actual Leprechaun, which I haven't really seen yet this match. I keep getting slaughtered, and we keep seeing the aftermath. Some other one, like, I think this man just got his score streaks. Oh my god, we got a dude on us. Got him. Get him, man. But war mode could be cool. I don't feel like there's enough put into it. You know, it's a cool side mode, but it's not the mode that we want. We know the mode that we want. It's Battle Royale in Call of Duty. And I think Black Ops 4 could easily make a great mode, especially if they just learn everything they want to know from Fortnite. There's no sense in hiding what's successful. That's why I love covering Fortnite on the channel. It's a game mode that's popular, it's free, it's on every console. They're working on making it cross-platform amongst everybody. It's huge. And I'm not going to deny that success. And I don't think anybody else should either. It's important that we all recognize what's good in gaming, what's evolving it to the right steps, and that's what I want to present here on the channel as we move forward. You know, we want to present the evolution of gaming as we go through it, and I believe cross-platform gaming is the future. So is AR and VR, action reality and virtual reality. There's huge room for growth there, and if Black Ops 4 makes it to virtual reality, it'll be huge. But I heard Halo is taking the first steps for virtual reality. I think headquarters is a pretty cool idea. I think what's missing about this that's really not incorporated correctly is what you can do in headquarters compared to what you can do in an actual game. And I say that in the sense of like how your character looks and that you have control of your character. And I mean, the perspective that you're looking at headquarters is third person in a first-person shooter game, and I feel like the marriage between that isn't as done as well as it could be. So what we can do in headquarters is emotes. So I can look at my emotes, I can do my emotes, but in a game you can't do that. You can't just pop an emote after you get a kill. It doesn't allow you to do that. You know, you have to get out of the game into the final like kill cam feed or whatever, the top 3 players, then you can do your emote. But in headquarters, you can do that anytime you want, anywhere you want. And so I feel like that marriage, the marriage of that isn't done as well as it can be done in Call of Duty World War II, but you know, this is a great starting point. I feel more than anything, it's a great starting point to get better. especially for Sledgehammer, because Sledgehammer is the first person to take on a headquarters this huge, you know, with this many players. Of course, we don't have a game mode yet that can host this many players. What's the most players we can get right now anyway in Call of Duty World War II? Isn't it 12? So here's what I think they're going to do for Black Ops 4. I've thought about it. This is kind of what I've come up with. I think what they're going to do is they're going to sell the base game where you can have multiplayer normally with team deathmatch, domination, and all that. But I think there will be a side mode that's free to all players. So even people that aren't able to purchase the game will have access to this Battle Royale mode, which will have like skin transactions like Fortnite. And I think they'll take on that so they can get the free market. So look, I know this conversation was kind of all over the place, but the point I'm trying to make is that I believe the future of Call of Duty specifically is Battle Royale, and I think there's huge potential moving forward for that. I think DLC 2 has quite a few troublesome errors moving forward with just the formula in which it's presented. I don't think a lot of people are going to be interested in that. It'll be a fad, comes and goes just like that. The hype will be here and then it'll be gone. I think with World War II Zombies, we'll see that trend in the same fashion, and the longevity of the game will remain in the order feature, and including in that might be something cool. We'll see. And I'll be sure to cover that here on the channel. So be sure to subscribe if that's something that interests you. But Fortnite is also a big part of what I'm doing as well, just to keep the channel active and afloat, currently knowing where I'm at and where we move on our way to Black Ops 4. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Violent out.